Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's social media workshop. Yes, it's another week, and we are back again. Sorry, just give me a second, or let's give others a minute or two to join us here. All right. Once again, welcome everyone, and good afternoon. My name is Jessie Amaugu. I'm a social media manager and marketer, right? And I am pleased to welcome each and every one of us to today's social media workshop. And I am very, very convinced that today we'll all live with lessons you know, to implement, lessons to learn, and tips and strategies to implement. Without wasting any more time, I'll go right on and present our key speaker to workshop. I'll be adding her to the stage now so she can briefly introduce herself and get right into it. All right, welcome, Elizabeth. How are you doing?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Afternoon. Thank you. I'm very pleased to be here.
Right, we're glad to have you here as well. All right,
Okay.
so you want to
Um,
present your
can I go
screen?
ahead?
Yes, you can. You can. Just
Okay.
briefly introduce yourself and
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. For those of us who would watch the video later, or those of us who are joining now, my name is Elizabeth. I am a social media manager, and I'll be your speaker for today. I'm very pleased to be here, and I hope we learn a thing or two.
welcome. Are you presenting?
Yes. I'll go ahead and present now.
All right.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I am. Yes, I can now.
Okay. So for today, we're going to be learning about our audience. So the title of my presentation today is Audience First, creating content that connects and converts. And I'm sure you must be wondering, who are this audience I'm talking about? Who am I referring to? Let me just say, the audience I'm talking about are those people on social media that are scrolling, liking, content loving, sharing posts, and basically everybody that are on the internet watching what we have. And our job as social media managers is to make sure they're looking at what we are putting out there. They're enjoying what we're putting out there. Those are the people I'm talking about. People that are watching your stuff, liking your stuff, commenting, sharing your post. Those are the audience we're speaking about today. So I'll go ahead and move to the next slide. So at the end of this session, you should be able to know your audience, define your target audience, the risk of ignoring audience insights, the power of an audience first strategy, tools for audience research, creating content that resonates, and engage your audience. That's what we're going to be learning today. Now, we're going to be talking about knowing your audience. Knowing your audience is very crucial. I mean, it is very important. When you're building a house, you need to lay the foundation. And knowing your audience is like laying the foundation to a building. You can only leverage your social media when you fully understand who you're speaking to. It is vital to know your audience, who your audience are, and who you are speaking to, or who you want to speak to. Imagine trying to sell female shorts, short knickers, shorts in general to people in the north. I don't like who's going to buy from you versus selling abayas. Knowing who you're speaking to changes everything. This example I just used now, it's not like selling shorts is bad, but because you're speaking to the wrong people, you're not going to buy that because they don't wear that over there. Unlike someone who is selling abayas, they know who they are talking to. Their target audience are those people in the north because those are people that would patronize them and buy what they're selling. Now, how do we define our target audience? Defining your target audience. There are two key factors that you should know when you want to define your audience. Their demographic and their psychographics. For their demographic, we have things like their age, their gender, location, interest, and behaviors. That means when you're trying to define your target audience, you need to set these things down. How old are the people I'm talking to? Are they 25? Are they 30? Are they 40? Are they teenagers, young adults, or adults? Then the next one is your psychographics. This comes down to the values, the lifestyle, their pain points, and their goals. When you set all these things down, you have an idea who you're speaking to, what they would like to hear, what they are going through. How can you help them? Do you understand? That is one of the things we're going to be putting down when we're trying to define our target audience. You can be as deep as you like when you're trying to define your target audience. And you can go ahead by creating a persona. Um, for example, I'm trying to define a target audience for a fitness brand. I need to know who this person is. Who am I trying to talk to? Her name should be Jessica. I should know everything down to her name, her age. She's working a 9 to 5 job. She comes back home by this time. She likes healthy meals. So, of course, when I'm trying to sell a fitness product, I know that okay, this is the person I'm talking to because she likes healthy meals. She comes back by this time. When she's going to work, she wants to quickly make something fast. I can speak to her pain points by bringing up these things because now I know who I'm talking to. Um, so the next thing is the risk of ignoring audience insights. As I've pointed out earlier, that um, knowing your target audience, knowing who you're speaking to is very important. Now imagine you ignore these things, ignore the people you're supposed to be speaking to. The risk of ignoring audience insights. Number one, wasted resources on content that doesn't resonate. Imagine taking time out of your week to create so many content that's actually nice. It's not like it's not good. It's nice, the quality is great, but because you're speaking to the wrong people or you don't even know who you're talking to, and you just do any content that would not resonate with them. Maybe these people they like things fast. They don't spend time on the internet. Like even if they're there, they just want to be scrolling and watching videos. But then you're posting words, like you're posting images of words. They'll be bored. They'll literally just scroll away because you're not speaking to them. You're wasting your content on people that are not going to enjoy it or resonate with it. Another risk is low engagement and weak community connection. Of course, every social media manager know the importance of community connection. And when you're posting things that does not resonate with your target audience, you will not be able to connect to them because they cannot connect any emotion with you and what you're posting with them. It's not speaking to them. So of course you will not have engagement, low engagement, you would have low likes, low followers and all of that. And we know that those are tragic. Like every social media manager dread experiencing that. So if you know your target audience and follow your insights. You won't have to experience this. Another thing is missed opportunity for growth and sales, just like I mentioned earlier. If you don't listen to these people that are your target audience and you're posting things that will not resonate with them, you miss opportunities. Now you're trying to post about something that you want to sell, an ebook, but you're speaking to the wrong people. Nobody would look at that. Now that you have wasted that opportunity. You have not sold anything. You are sad. You are tired. Things are not working because you're talking to the wrong people. That's why. A brand that fails to connect because they target everyone and end up targeting no one. That is very bad. Now, what is the power of an audience first strategy? Like our topic is audience first. That is our main strategy. They are our main goal. They are our strategy. They are what we're focused on. Tailored content that speaks directly to your audience needs. Like we said earlier, when you ignore this insight, you are creating content that doesn't resonate with them. People that like to watch videos, I are posting words. Who are you talking to? But now that you know your target audience and you're using that strategy, you make tailored content, things that they would like to see when they come on social media. If it is comedy, if they like educational content, if they like short form content, you know this already. So you tailor your content type directly to speak to them, and you're able to post something that when they come on the internet, the first thing they see is you popping up or doing something crazy, or short form content going straight to the point. They will stop and watch. You won't waste your time. That way you have engagement, all of that thing that you want, you get it. Another thing is stronger brand loyalty and higher engagement rates. You'll be able to um, grow your community. People who will be loyal to you, they will want to buy what you're selling, they want to hear what you're saying, and you have higher engagement rates. You will notice that your likes are increasing, your engagements are increasing because now you're posting content that are tailored directly to these people that want to hear you. Increased ROI on marketing efforts. We know how it is when you pay for ads and at the end of the day you don't make any sales, you're not getting anything. It's frustrating, you've wasted money and effort and time. But when you use your audience, when you know your audience and you use that strategy, you won't waste money, you won't waste time, you won't waste energy because you're speaking to the right people and you get what it is that you're looking for. Um, so now that we have clarified who our target audience are and we know how important it is, how do we how do we find them? How do we go about it? I'm here to provide that for you, so don't worry. So here are some tools for audience research. To know your audience, you have to take time to research these people. Like I said earlier, their gender, their age, their values, where they are, what are they doing. You need some tools to help you. Of course, you can take your time to go through your Instagram insights, your social media insights in general. If it is Facebook, if it is LinkedIn, if it is TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, these tools, this social media platform has provided us with insights that we can quickly check. Oh, is my video doing well? You can compare this post and the other post and see, okay, I think people like this one more. And you go back to your content calendar. What kind of content was this? It's an educational content with a bit of comedy. You know that okay, these people like to laugh. They want something that is funny while I'm still providing value. So that way you'll be able to know the kind of content that is working for you through your social media insights. Another way is survey and polls. You can use things like Google Form, Survey Monkey, or even on your Instagram or your Twitter, you can post polls and surveys like, oh, do you guys, what kind of content do you like? Just simple things that make it fun. People would reach out, some people would click, oh, I like this type of content. Yes, this even if it's not a lot, but now you know the kind of things that these people like, and it will help you create content that you engage with. Another tool is social listening tools such as Foodsite, Brand Watch. This way you can listen to what people are talking about and create your content based on those things that are trending now, based on those things that people want to hear, people want to see. Um, Okay. Creating content that resonates. Now that we've done all that work, we're now here. It's time for the fun part. What kind of content will we create that is going to resonate with people? Basically, we have to create content that they would like. Since we have known who we're talking to, we have taken time to research, we've used tools to find out what's going to work, and we've checked our insights. Okay, this type of videos are working, this type of posts are working. Now that we know who we're speaking to, we can craft the right content that speaks to our audience. Creating high quality content that is well tailored is a vital and interesting process. It is interesting, trust me, especially for those of us that would create videos. You put your personality into it. That's the fun part of this our job. Your content should be relatable, engaging. I mean, who doesn't like when you see a post and you laugh and like, oh my god, that's so true. And sometimes you're wondering, how does this person know? I literally just experienced that. So your content should be relatable, engaging, high quality, invoke an emotion. Let me go back to this high quality. Sometimes our content is nice, like the script, the idea behind it, the strategy is nice, but the quality is bad. There's no way I'll open my phone, go on Instagram or Twitter, and I'm seeing a very blurry picture and I want to take my time and watch it. What is that? When there are other people who have content that are high quality, HD, crisp, like we're looking at it directly, I would obviously go to their own post rather than watching something that is blurry and giving me headache. So of course we have to create content that is high quality. When you create your content, make sure you're saving it in HD. Make sure when you transfer it to the social media platform, it's still good quality. That way your time and effort does not go to waste. Invoke an emotion. This is very important because any kind of content that makes me happy, laugh, or evoke any kind of emotion, even if it's a negative emotion like, oh, I'm sad, but I'm able to connect to that. Do you understand? And our content should be clear and valuable. What are you trying to tell us? Are you trying to make us laugh? What kind of value do you want us to get? Let me be able to get it. Even if your content is supposed to be funny, comedy, it should be valuable because your audience will determine, okay, yes, this thing is valuable to me. It made me laugh, or I learned something today. I learned how to post a video that is going to be clear. I learned how to plan my content or something. Whatever it is that you're trying to preach or tell your audience, it should be clear, and we should we should it should be valuable for us basically. Um, Moving on, engaging your audience. This is so important, and I can't shout it enough. Engaging your audience. Sometimes some people will post and they have disappeared. Like you made a post that's funny, you're not responding to anybody. Somebody commented or they are trying to ask questions, you are nowhere to be found. You have to engage your audience. When you engage with your audience, you are building a community around your brand. It deepens their connection with your brand. You can achieve this through various ways. When you engage with your audience, it deepens the connection with them. I'm on the internet and I see a post from someone that I really like. I'll quickly rush them because I know this person likes to post things that I enjoy. So when you're engaging with them and when they post and I comment, they respond to me, I'll feel happy. I'm being heard. My favorite creator, social media manager, is posting something and they respond to me. Encouraging user generated content, UGC, hosting interactive session like this, Q&A. Sometimes you can take out time to do a live session on your Instagram story, on your Twitter, wherever or whatever platform you're using. Or just post Q&As, ask people questions, let them engage, them speak to you so you know what it is they want as well. Now we've come to the end of our lesson for today. I hope you were able to get a thing or two from what I just said. So now, in summary, understanding your audience is the cornerstone of social media success. It is super vital to know who you are speaking to when building a brand. With these few steps mentioned earlier, you are on a smooth drive to the right audience. Trust me, now that we know who we're speaking to, we'll be able to tailor our content to the right people. We will be able to see success in our social media platforms. And yeah, so just like we said earlier, know your audience. You have to know who you're speaking to. It is very important. I would not go to a primary school and talking about politics. What concern them with that one? So know who you're speaking to. If it's politics you want to speak to, you need to go to the right platform, number one. Number two, you need to know those people. You can't be targeting children the age of 15, 16, and you're talking about politics. They are not interested. Like 1 out of 10 is interested in what you're talking about politics. But when you're talking about something like cartoon or I don't know, anything that resonates with those targets, that particular age bracket, those people in that lifestyle that have that value, they would listen to you and they want to hear what you're saying. Another thing, the next thing is to define your target audience. Now that we know who we're talking to, we have to define, like we have to know. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, it's very important to make personal examples. Like you can just write down 4 names and give us deep, like insight on who these people are, what are they doing, what's their name, what's their age, where do they work, things like that. Just know them deeply. When I know that, one of my target audience, her name is Janet. She's a 9 to 5 corporate body. She goes to work and she closes by 5 p.m. And of course, she won't have a lot of time, but she likes fashion. She likes, so I know that I will tailor my content to fashion, quick outfit ideas that you can wear to work, things like that, because I know that this is what this lady is doing. This is who she is. Then do not ignore your audience insights. When you know the people you are speaking to, you know how to tailor your content to the right people, and don't ignore that insight. Look through your insights, know what's working, and create your content surrounding that. And the power of audience strategy, we already know how important it is to know our audience. And then let's leverage that, let's use that to our advantage. Then also use tools for audience research and creating content that resonates and engaging your audience. Don't leave them stranded. Don't post and disappear. Don't just do as if it's you. You have to listen to them. You have to hear them. You have to engage with them. Like create that community with them. Just like your friends. When you go and you're talking to your friend, if it's only there talking from morning to night, your friend will be tired now because you're not listening to her, you're not hearing what she's bringing to the table or what it is that is going through her own mind. Engage her, let her engage with you as you're talking, let her talk. Gist is always sweet when I'm speaking and the other person is speaking to me. So I hope we understand and I hope we learned a thing or two from this session.
All right, thank you very much, Elizabeth, for that very wonderful presentation.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll just open the floor for questions. Do we have questions for our speaker, Elizabeth? Questions, questions. All right, I'll take that as a no. All right, once again, thank you, Elizabeth, for
Thank
honoring
you.
us with your presence and this beautiful presentation. And thank you to our listeners for joining us today. We are extremely grateful.
Thank
And
you.
same time next week, we'll be having another workshop on Tuesday by 1 p.m. So do well to join us again. And also follow us on Twitter, Instagram at XDPPHQ and connect with us on LinkedIn at XDPP. Right. Thank you, everyone. Let's have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.